The weekly Industry Angel podcast hears from business leaders and entrepreneurs who share their stories and that all-important light bulb moment. This can inspire us all and maybe scratch that itch and kickstart that idea that keeps you awake at night. Welcome to episode 53 of the Industry Angel. Thanks for returning. I know last week we videoed the introduction, so we're going to try that again today. And thanks for your feedback as well. I know you enjoyed it, and you guys sent me quite a lot of feedback, quite a lot of questions, which I'm going to get on to today actually, because we discussed content marketing and it sort of resonated with you guys, and I got a bunch of questions. And interestingly enough, you want to know about influencer marketing, which is a bit of a buzzword these days. It's a term you might have seen used around. And you guys have asked what my opinion on it is, what you think, should you implement it? And it really depends. Obviously depends on what your product or service is. So if your value prop is business to consumer, then yeah, maybe it is something. But if you don't know what influencer marketing is, I'm going to give you a quick run through, and I'm going to give you an idea of how you can do it better. Okay. So if anyone that doesn't know the term, it's a tool, okay, to get you in front of an audience, but via an influencer. So that person will already have the audience in place. Hopefully they'll be trusted and they can share information about products to their followers, hopefully with integrity. Okay. Examples of famous ones have been, models, for instance, or superstars, posting pictures of themselves wearing a particular dress or recommended a particular advice. And then sometimes you don't even know what's happening, okay? I think it's 2 out of 3 consumers engage with branded content now. So this is big business. And as I say, you probably don't even know what's happening sometimes. There's even platforms out there who can hook you up with influencers. So they know the influencers, they've got access to them. And if you wanted a particular demographic or particular target market, you can go to these platforms and say, I want to be in front of this chosen target audience, and they'll get you in front of them. It's pretty crazy how it's gone now. So yes, it is interesting. It actually can be quite a low cost due to the return. So if you do get your dress wore by some rock star and it's seen by millions, then yeah, I guess it is a low return. Interesting thing for me is it's targetable, okay, and it's also trackable as well, so you can really see the impressions and how many people retweeted it, seen it, hit the hashtag, whatever. So yes, it's interesting. But I want to flip this question, okay? I want to talk about something that's close to my heart, and it's customer influencing and employee advocacy. Okay, so customer influencing. Hopefully you've got some fantastic customers. I know you guys have. They love you, okay? And you've got case studies, haven't you? Yeah, okay. You've got some great case studies and customers who rave about your value proposition. They love you and they trust you and they want to refer you, okay? So get that case study in front of them. If it's in a video, even better. You can push it through your channels and the customer's channels as well. So if the customer's shown in a good light and they've moved into a good space by using your product or service, they're going to push through their channels and they've enhanced their business by using it. So why not? So if the video is done in a good way, they'll showcase it through their channels. You can showcase it through your channels, and it's just a nice marketing message. And I think this one's quite overlooked, okay? Right, next one, my favourite, because I bet you guys aren't doing this, okay? Employee advocacy. Right, this is your employees raising exposure through their channels. Right, just think of the available network. So you're in a company 5 strong, 10, 20, 30, 50, whatever, okay? And they're all fully connected on social media, okay? So imagine 35 fully connected super fans of your business. Give them ownership, all right? Make them feel a part of the strategy. I recommend you put a social media strategy in place, some guidelines, some do's and don'ts, okay? But once you've got that policy in place, go for it. So, and know that you've got a social strategy anyway, and they can dovetail nicely into this. Maybe gamify it. How many mentions can you get? How many impressions can you reach? Maybe incentivize the staff, give them bonuses if they hit X, take them here if they hit Y. You've got all these employees sitting in the business who aren't being encouraged to share through social, okay? Give them some free swag. Get the guys with t-shirts. Give them some water flasks for the gym, some cool cups, anything. You've got such a reach there. And in terms of reach, let's have a think. Say a company has 50 employees and they've got 500 fans on their Facebook business page. That reach is 500. That's it. That's all it can reach, okay? Now, if every employee in your business has an average, I think it's 338 friends on average on Facebook, I think we've got. Now, think about that. If all your employees, say 50, have 338 friends, what's that? That's a reach of like 17,000 people they could hit. And the good point about this is that your friends are 16 times more likely to read a post from you than they are a brand. That's just fact. If you say fact after something, it's just a fact. But no, it is. It is. You'll do it yourself. You know yourself. If one of your friends shares something, you're gonna look at it. Whereas if it's a sponsored ad or a brand, sometimes you just like you'll thumb past it. So today's takeaway: implement your employee advocacy, plan the strategy, explain the benefits to the team, implement social guidelines. Okay, create a hashtag. That's an interesting one. So you could have your own firm's hashtag. I use quite a few. I use no shortcuts because lots of people are looking for shortcuts and they're shouting. So I use no shortcuts. I use far north results sometimes. So create your hashtag, share it to thousands, take over the world. I want to see photos. I want to see bios, personal journeys, why you love to work for the company. I want to see you bowling, having a bake-off, a charity race, whatever it is. Humanize the business, get those employees shouting about what you guys do. So for me, that's influencer marketing. That was recorded as video and it's on the YouTube channel, Far North UK Sales. I'll embed the video on industryangel.com as well on the show notes for episode 53. So influencer marketing, employee advocacy, let me know your thoughts. If you're big on employee advocacy in your organization, I'd love to hear from you. So if you're a digital champion, social media manager, HR, whatever, let me know. Do you have a social media policy in place? Do you have some do's and don'ts for your staff? And is it something that you really push? Again, I'd love to hear all about it. We don't have a guest this week as I'm heading to London. I'm going to spend some time with the wonderful Adele McClay, you might remember from episode 31. We're going to get together and thrash out a strategy for Adele's new product. I'm going to be facilitating the sessions, so I'm really looking forward to that. I've got some great guests booked in over the coming weeks. We're going to do an episode on mentoring. A few of you have asked for more on that. So I've got a local businesswoman that is a mentor. I may do that on location actually. So we'll see about that. I've got a money and business expert from New Jersey joining us. I'm trying to line somebody up to talk about clothing brands as well. So we've got lots going on. We've had a bit of an influx on new listeners as well. And if I just do a quick search, we've got Mick Wood. Thanks for your kind feedback. Dan Beck, nice to hear from you, Dan. Now, I need you and your colleagues, Dan, to do the 30-day business challenge. So essentially, every day for a month, you listen to one of these or two of these episodes. You should be able to get the 50-odd under your belt. And after that month, you will be an unstoppable business machine, okay? So remember to subscribe to the show, and that'll ensure that every new episode automatically downloads to your weapon of choice, whether that be an iPhone, a Samsung, Google Pixel, whatever you want. Subscribe and you'll get the episodes straight through to your phone. As well as Apple Podcasts, you can reach the show on TuneIn Radio now, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, as you know. We can be found everywhere. You can even listen on the website industryangel.com. There's an embedded player in there. The thing with podcasts are, they're very much a word of mouth thing. So, and it's great to see how popular they're becoming as well. Let me know what other podcasts you listen to actually. Drop me a line, host@industryangel.com. I'd love to hear what else you've got on your list. Why not take a screenshot and send us it, or tweet me it? So I need you guys to tell a friend, or in the next team meeting, why not suggest your colleagues take a listen? As I say, podcasts are really becoming popular now. Noises and sound and audio is where it's at, in addition to video. So share and spread the word. Thanks to Regina Evangelista in the Philippines for your iTunes review. Also to Ekram Khan in the US, Dawson Bills in the UK. Remember, iTunes reviews are great, so jump onto your iTunes platform and follow the instructions. I know iTunes have changed things now. It's Apple Podcasts, isn't it? So I think the user interface might be getting a little bit... I think it's probably going to get a bit better, because it is a bit hard to... If I say to somebody, leave me a rate and review on iTunes, it's like, where do I start? So yes, I think they're going to improve that platform. So look out for that. I'm really interested in your guest suggestions as well. So if you've been to a talk or a seminar lately and the speaker's been great, why not drop me a line and let me know? I can drop them an email and maybe try and hook them up and give them this platform to share their knowledge further. If you know them, why not drop them a line and try and hook us up? That would be great. That would save me some time. If there's a particular topic that you'd like covered, again, let me know. So some of the topics we've had recently have been your suggestions, which is great. And that really helps me shape the show. It's hard to say that, you know. So, yes, so I think we'll leave it there for today. Thanks again for listening. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do give me your feedback. So, normal service resume next week. We'll have a great guest for you. So, we'll see you guys soon. Stay safe. Enjoy the sun. I'm Farrar. This is the Industry Angel, and thanks for listening.